What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we got a special treat for you. This is probably one of the nicest 1968 Camaro convertibles I've ever seen, maybe the nicest one in the country as far as being restored back to original. Went through a concourse restoration. It's done finished up about 2 years ago. Everything is back to original except for we did add the torque thrust wheels, but we do have two sets, original wire spoke wheels and original rallies. So.
Yeah, we had to put just a little bit of Coyote Classics touch on this already gorgeous restored original car.
Before we get into the car itself, it's important to note that we have receipts on the restoration. I totaled them out the other day. It was $109,000 spent on just the restoration. We also have an appraisal done on this Camaro. It was done a few years ago, and it appraised for $125,000.
Wow. What a fantastic restored car. Guys, it's a numbers matching 327. You don't see many cars like this that are restored back, factory 327, two barrel, single exhaust Alton. I mean, who the heck makes it back to just 100% original?
The thing I like about the receipts too is it lists out how many hours were spent. And it's damn near a lifetime. I mean, thousands of hours spent.
What a wonderful job on this car. It's just absolutely fantastic. We went ahead and I think it's got the trunk light working, the under the hood light works, 327, two barrel, single exhaust, does have power steering, which is huge. Stock manifolds. You can look at the A-arms here. Every single thing of this is brand freaking new or completely rebuilt. Yeah.
The only thing, pretty much the only bad part about the whole car is just some of the paint's chipped off of the front of the block. I mean, that's about the only thing you can pick apart on this car.
I mean, a full rotisserie restoration, no bolt or screw left unturned, really.
Exactly. And that's all detailed out too in the paperwork, which is really cool to see.
I mean, if whoever buys this is buying it at like a half of the cost of restoration, less than half.
And less than half of what it's appraised at.
Yeah. Guys, this car won't last long. And one of the coolest things is the color combination. Now, the restorer told me this, or the previous owner had told me this, and I didn't do the research on this, but they said the British green was only available, I thought, like in the 68, like on Corvettes, but it was kind of a special order. But again, I don't know 100% on that. I'm just going by what I was told, but the color is outstanding on it.
Yeah, it is. And the paint job, it's probably one of the nicest paint jobs I've seen. You look down the sides of it.
Now, the restorer went ahead and put this, it's just a little clear coat, like a little film that'll go across, and this will come off. But this protects from bugs. You can see how it goes along here, and I've seen a couple of high-end cars done this way, and they do along the door edge. It just protects stuff. It can always come off later, but if you're gonna drive them, you wanna put that stuff on there. It just protects it, and you can always take it off later. As we look at the front bumper and the grille, and everything is fantastic. You really have to see this car in person, you guys, to appreciate the restoration quality, the gap quality, everything on it. And that British green has a really coarse metallic in it. You know what I mean? It's just a really cool color.
And on this car, it's almost safe to say, I mean, the restoration brought it back to how it left the factory, but better. I mean, as far as quality.
Oh, yeah,
and from the factory, these cars didn't line up great. This is
paint job was not nearly as nice as this.
No, absolutely.
Hell, even the chrome, man, I don't know how it could just shine any better at the factory than it does today. A lot of the stuff I seen in the receipts was re-chromed, not just repopped, you know what I mean? Any cheap crap on this car.
All the drivetrain was rebuilt as well in the receipts.
Anyone who is looking to restore a Camaro convertible, I don't care, you know, just buy this one. I mean, you're so much money ahead. Even all the trim, when I went and looked at the car, look at all the trim along here. I mean, it's just all fantastic. Now, as we open the doors, I mean, this was obviously done on a full rotisserie. So the jam paint is just as nicely buffed and cleaned, just as nice as the rest of the paint on the outside of the car. Since the weather's kind of crappy and we're not going to get this car out and drive it, I did drive it before we power washed the undercarriage, guys, it drives fantastic. Power steering, it shifts awesome. We got the correct console with the little, the shift, the correct lever in here. The original plastic for shifting. AM radio. We're gonna go through, guys, what works and what don't. Our light works here in the back as well. All the dash lights work. All the lights underneath the under the dash work as well. Dalton, would you mind opening up the trunk for us? If you go to our website, guys, coyoteclassics.com, you're gonna see about 25 photos of the undercarriage. Not only is this paint absolutely 100%, so is the undercarriage, guys. Look at that. Trunk light even works, like I said, under the hood, under the trunk. The jam paint is just mint.
And this is, I kind of want to point out the receipts quick too, because this is really neat. This is what, I mean, the receipts are so detailed.
Hold it still, please.
They listed everything that they did and how many hours they spent on each thing. I mean, one of these receipts was like a total of 29,000 and it was like 350 hours. And there's all kinds of receipts on here, but just really, really neat, the detail in them.
And all of those will come with the car.
Correct.
So look at the metallic even in the paint right here on the jam. Just around the corners. Inside the trunk. Spare, matching spare down here, BFG. Trunk splatter, just how it should have been. Jack, brand new jack. I mean, everything's completely restored there too. The top's brand new and that's black. It's got a brand new boot. Dalton, you want to go ahead and put it in neutral and fire it up for us? We're not going to let it run long, guys. Again, single exhaust, brand new gas tank. Just hit the key. Will you give it just a little bit of gas, bud? The single exhaust over here, absolutely no smoke either. You can go ahead and shut it down. Will you hit the key one more time? Perfect. So our trunk gap is excellent, but check out the chrome. I mean, the high gloss chrome. Taillight lenses, everything is just gorgeous on this. As we open up this, there's the quality of this. Check that out. That's what amazes me, is just the quality around the edges.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like, this car's equivalent to going back to 68 and buying one brand new, wrapping it in plastic and holding it.
But it's so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it's so much freaking nicer. Well, you have 50 years worth of technology. You know, 52 years of technology to make it better. You know what I mean? Better paint quality, better chroming, better everything. So, guys, if you don't like the wheels, we got the original ones. We got they come with it, white wall tires, brand new tires on it as well. Also, it comes with like wire spoke wheels, I think. So all three sets come with the car. Guys, this car probably won't last long. I mean, we priced it to sell. It's a fantastic car. Needs pretty much nothing. I mean, door buzzer works. This corner of the door, you're not going to find one any better. So, Dalton's going to bring the key back here. We're going to go ahead and just see what works and what don't. Our gas gauge works. Oh, key's in it, good. Heater fan works. Go ahead and shut that off.
That works really good. We're inside the building too.
Yeah, it works really well. AM, FM, guys. It has 3,058 miles, so I'm guessing 103 if they kept the original odometer in there. Wipers work, 2-speed wipers and part. Gas gauge works, oil light works, generator light works with the key on here. Console's immaculate, ashtray restoration, check that out. All right, guys, give us a call, 641-816-3145. Like us on Facebook, on YouTube. I'll tell you what, guys, this car is absolutely show quality. Amazing.